Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tassif, and I'm back with another live stream. This is my second live stream today. I did a live stream just a few hours ago, and actually not few hours. I think it's been several hours ago. And here I am back with a new one. Like I said, there's always a lot to talk about, especially now, given that we are transitioning from the Biden-Harris administration to the Trump administration. And so that's why we need to discuss a lot of different things, and not just national issues, also local issues in big cities. And I'm going to be talking about Chicago today, Chicago. But before I jump into the discussion, I want to know who's here. So if you are joining us for this live stream, and if this is the first time that you're watching this channel, please introduce yourself. I see 3 likes already, which is amazing. 3 likes in less than 2 minutes. I hope the number keeps going up. A viewer named The Real Joe Biden says hello. Hello, The Real Joe Biden. Please like this video. And that will help grow our reach, and I can spread my message of peace, prosperity, and freedom to a lot more people. So please subscribe and hit the like button. My friends, let me start by saying that you can never trust these Democrat politicians in Washington, D.C. I mean, I think we will all agree on that, right? I mean, can you trust the Democrat politicians in Washington? You know, when you pay attention to everything that they're doing year after year after year after year, they have no sincerity. They don't work for the average American people. They don't have any fiscal discipline. Can you trust them? You cannot, right? So, you know, a big example of that is Senator Chuck Schumer. Okay, let me see. I got a comment here, I think. Okay. A big example of that is Senator Chuck Schumer. Back in 2022, okay, so this is going back to 2022, Senator Chuck Schumer tried to eliminate the filibuster. Frank is here. Hello, Frank. Great to see you. Ken is here. Thanks for joining. Frank, I saw your comments on my previous live stream. You were watching the replay, so thank you for doing that, Frank. I appreciate it very much. A big example of a politician that you can never trust is Senator Chuck Schumer. Back in 2022, Chuck Schumer tried to eliminate the filibuster in the Senate. There's a 60-vote filibuster rule to pass most legislation in the United States Senate. But back in 2022, the Democrats, okay, these left-wing politicians sitting in power in Washington, D.C., they tried to end the filibuster. They tried to abolish the filibuster. The Democrats did. But the reason that they could not do it, the Democrats tried to abolish the filibuster in 2022, but the reason that they could not do it is because of Senator Joe Manchin and Senator Kyrsten Sinema. Okay? So Senator Joe Manchin from West Virginia, Senator Kyrsten Sinema from Arizona, they opposed the idea of eliminating the filibuster, which is why the Democrats could not abolish the filibuster back in 2022. Okay. So let's see. Damien says, hey, Tassif, I've been busy, which is why I haven't been on. Just wanted to say we won. Hope all is good with you and family. God bless. Well, thank you, Damien. I appreciate that. Carl is here. Carl, thank you for being here. Um, a viewer named President Cheese. Wow. President Cheese. I like that. President Cheese is writing good. And what's the word? Good what? I can't read the next word. If you will just say what that word is, good, and then anyway, I'll wait for you to write it. Thank you, everyone. Please participate in the live chat window. It is such a wonderful place where we can chat, we can share our views, we can exchange ideas, we can agree, we can disagree, we can, enjoy a little bit of humor while also focusing on the serious issues that we are facing. So, my friends, please participate in the live chat window. I would appreciate that. And don't forget to hit the like button. Give this video a thumbs up. Please do so, okay? It means a lot if you give this video a thumbs up, and also subscribe. Okay. So in 2022, when the Democrats tried to abolish the filibuster, it was Senator Joe Manchin and it was Senator Kyrsten Sinema that they opposed, okay? And because of that opposition, the Democrats did not succeed in their goals. And then, Senator Joe Manchin and Senator Kyrsten Sinema both kind of drifted away from the Democrat Party. We know that, right? They both drifted away from the Democrat Party. And in fact, both Kyrsten Sinema and Joe Manchin, they decided not to run for re-election. And we know that Joe Manchin's seat, there was an election for that, and Jim Justice from West Virginia won that seat. So Jim Justice is going to be the new senator from West Virginia, okay? So he's going to be replacing Joe Manchin. And then we know that in Arizona, for the seat that Kyrsten Sinema is retiring from, or I don't know if I should use the word retiring. She's fairly young, so she's probably going to do something else. She's going to find herself some other project to work on, some other profession. I don't know. Maybe she'll be in, I don't know which sector, private, public. But anyway, the point is, Kyrsten Sinema not running for re-election, and so Ruben Gallego is going to be in that seat. That's a Democrat. We were hoping Kari Lake would win, but sadly, Kari Lake did not win. And so Ruben is Gallego. I used to say Gallego. That's how it's pronounced, Gallego, but I think it's Gallego. Anyway, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing. Gallego, Ruben. Okay, I just call Ruben. So Senator Ruben is going to be he's the new senator, Ruben. Okay, really wish it was Kari Lake. Really hoping it was Kari Lake, but anyway. So yeah, both Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema decided to leave the Senate. Okay, so they did not run for re-election. As soon as the current Congress ends, it will be the end of Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema's Senate term. Okay, so Sassy is here. Hello, Sassy. Thank you for being here. Fred is here. Yep. Frank is saying vacated. Yeah, that's a good word. Vacated. Yep. So, but this was the Democrats' goal. The Democrats wanted to abolish the filibuster, but they did not succeed. And why did the Democrats want to abolish the filibuster? They wanted to eliminate the filibuster so that they could pass whatever bill they want with a simple majority rather than 60 votes. So my friends, the way the founding fathers designed the structure of the government and the systems. The Senate is supposed to be a body where people are patient and they think carefully, and they carefully look at issues and understand it thoroughly, and not go into making a hasty decision. So the Senate is a body. It's different from the House. You see more passions in the House, people more passionate. All right, but in the Senate, it's a place where there should be more deliberation, more thinking, more careful analysis. And so the Senate is a place where, according to the founding fathers, there's supposed to be more cooperation and more, if I say in the context of current politics, more bipartisanship, right? More bipartisanship. That's why there's that 60 vote threshold. There's that 60 vote threshold. And if, whatever party is in the majority, like the Republicans will be in the majority in the new Congress, but the Republicans will not have 60 seats in the Senate. And so to get to 60 votes needed to pass legislation, there must be some cooperation, right? Some compromise, some cooperation. Compromise and cooperation, compromise and cooperation. So that's how the Senate is supposed to work. But what the Democrats wanted to do is get rid of the filibuster and pass legislation with a simple majority. And the Democrats wanted to do that back when they had the majority. Okay? And as of now, the Democrats do have the majority, although it's kind of slim. I mean, the Democrats have the majority when you include the independents. Like Bernie Sanders is an independent. Can you believe that? Sanders is an independent. But anyway, in 2022, going back to 2022, which was a different Congress, each Congress is 2 years. So 2022 was a different Congress. And back then, Chuck Schumer tried to eliminate the filibuster because the Democrats were the majority. They still are, although it's a slim majority, they still are the majority. And so that's why the Democrats wanted to get rid of the filibuster to pass whatever legislation they want with a simple majority. And Joe Manchin, Kyrsten Sinema did not cooperate with the Democrats on that. So now that the Republicans are going to have the majority in the Senate going forward in the new term, now the Republicans, okay, because we've won the majority in the 2024 election. And so in the new Congress, the Republicans will be the majority in the Senate. And now the Democrats, they have changed their minds. Now the times have changed. Now that they are going to be in the minority, they are having different thoughts. Now in the new Congress, we, the Republicans, will be the majority. We are going to be the ones in the majority. And now Schumer has a different opinion. He does not want the filibuster to be eliminated. Can you what can I say, my friends? Oh, Kushi is here. Kushi writes, good evening, Tassif. Well, good evening. Thank you for being here. Now Chuck Schumer has different thoughts. Now Chuck Schumer does not want the filibuster to be eliminated. My friends, please like this video. 15 likes already. We can get the number to go up. How about 50? Chanda is here. Hello, Chanda. Thank you for being here. Chanda writes, good evening, y'all. Good evening. Thank you for joining this conversation. And this is my second live stream today. I did one earlier today. And here I am once again. William Miller is here. William from Virginia says, Virginia in here. Well, William, thank you for being here. Freshly is saying, hello, Tassif. I'll be emailing you soon. Well, thank you. Please do send me an email if you have thoughts you want to share, ideas, things you want me to talk about, things you want me to know, anything, just send me an email. If you need my email address, my friends, please let me know. I will write it down right here. Okay, I've done it before. How about I just do it? All right, hold on. My website. Okay, so my website is tausifanam.net and my email is tausif@tausifanam.net, and what I'm going to do is pin this message at the top of the chat screen. Okay, William Miller says put it down, I'll screenshot it. Okay, you can screenshot it. Okay, all right. Now that the Republicans have won the majority, now the Democrats want the filibuster to be in place. Now the Democrats don't want to see the filibuster going away. Now Chuck Schumer wants to focus on bipartisanship. Now Chuck Schumer does not want one-party rule because the Republicans are in the majority. Okay, well, personally, if you ask me my personal opinion, I will tell you that the filibuster is there for a reason and the filibuster should stay in place. That is my opinion. I think the filibuster should stay in place. No party, whatever party has the majority, the Democrats, the Republicans, no one should eliminate the filibuster. No one should eliminate the filibuster. It should stay in place. It is there for a reason. And so it should stay in place. That is my opinion. And, you know, the Republicans, I'm very confident that the Republicans will not eliminate the filibuster. The Republicans will keep the filibuster in place. That is my opinion. I strongly believe that the Republicans will keep the filibuster in place. It is there for a reason. I keep saying this. The filibuster is there for a reason. It should not be eliminated. It should not be eliminated. And I don't believe that the Republicans will eliminate it. I'm very confident that the Republicans will maintain the filibuster. They'll keep the filibuster rule. But the Democrats clearly wanted to get rid of it. The Democrats clearly wanted to get rid of the filibuster. And now that the Republicans are going to be in the majority, now Chuck Schumer wants bipartisanship, and he does not want the filibuster to be eliminated. I mean, do you understand? I think I've repeated this many times already. The Democrats, they are not consistent. They want whatever is beneficial for them. The Republicans, we believe in Constitution, we believe in the rule of law, we believe in the traditions and the structures and the systems that are in place. We, the Republicans, we are consistent. We believe in the rule of law. We believe in the Constitution. We know what the founding fathers wanted, and we follow that. That's us, the Republicans. But the Democrats, they just look at whatever is advantageous for them, whatever benefits them, whatever would help them achieve their goals. And their goal, Democrats have one goal, to have power, to stay in power, and to hold on to power. Bailey is saying, whatever keeps them in power. Exactly, that's what the Democrats do. They're going to do whatever helps them stay in power. And so when they were in the majority, they wanted to get rid of the filibuster. Thankfully, they were not able to get rid of the filibuster. But now their tone has changed. Now their opinions are different. Now their views have evolved, it seems. And now Chuck Schumer says, hey, keep the filibuster. Don't get rid of it. I'm confident that the Republicans will not eliminate the filibuster. I feel very confident. Okay, so I'm just giving you my personal beliefs, my personal opinion. Okay, Turbo is here. Hello, Turbo. So my prediction: the Republicans will maintain the filibuster, and the Democrats, they want the filibuster to stay in place, but back in 2022, they wanted to get rid of it. And we have not forgotten that, right? The Democrats, they have two different faces. They have two different faces. When they are in charge, they want to do whatever they want. And when they lose the majority, now they want to focus on bipartisanship. I mean, just really, I mean, be consistent. The Democrats are not honest. They are not honest with the people. They are not honest with themselves. And the people can see it. The people can see the contradictions in their words, the hypocrisy. The people can see the hypocrisy in the words that the Democrats say and in the actions that they perform. My friends, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Please do so, my friends. We are getting very close to 10,000 subscriber mark. A viewer named John is writing a comment about cows. I don't know what that means. We have lots of cows in Wisconsin. If you love cows, you can come to Wisconsin, okay? Lots of cows because, you know, we are America's dairyland, okay? We are the Badger State. We're also America's dairyland. Okay, my friends, the new Congress should be great. I think so. The new Congress should be great. We keep hearing about the trifecta. We keep hearing about the trifecta, the White House, the Senate, and the House of Representatives. The White House, the U.S. Senate, and the U.S. House of Representatives, all in Republican control in the new Congress. All in Republican control in the new Congress, my friends. Let's see. Chanda is saying, wow, I remember when you were in the hundreds subscribers. Wow, really? You watched my videos back then, Chanda? That's so great. That is so great. When did you, what month did you start watching my videos? I'm just curious to know. You can answer if you want to. William is saying here from the start. William, thank you so very much. So good to hear that. Wow. Chanda is saying I think September. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you. Well, I started live streaming in January, but it was very slow. You know, as I started, it was very slow. And Chanda, when you say September, you mean which year? Which year in September? Which year? September of which year? 2024? Okay, all right. Yeah, I started live streaming in January of 2024, but it was kind of slow, obviously, towards the beginning. And then it started picking up, it started gaining momentum, I think I think it was in August. Yeah, I think end of August. Okay, let's see. Turbo likes my cooking shorts. Well, thank you, Turbo. Please watch those cooking videos. I appreciate that. Okay. So, the trifecta. We keep hearing about the trifecta, right? The White House, the U.S. Senate, the House of Representatives, all in Republican control starting next year. And so, the Democrats, really, they have to understand at this point, the Democrats will have to understand that they did not have any policy ideas to run on in the 2024 election. No policy ideas, no policy ideas. The Democrats only kept talking about one thing. You know what that is? What did the Democrats keep saying? They had just one issue that they kept talking about. One issue. Do you know what that is? Abortion. Pretty obvious. The Democrats just kept talking about abortion, abortion, abortion. And you know, they don't say abortion necessarily. They say reproductive rights. Okay? Reproductive rights. And the Democrats, they had another strategy. They just kept blaming Donald Trump. The Democrats running in 2024, they did not have any policy ideas, but they just kept saying reproductive rights, Roe versus Wade, you know, abortion, Roe versus Wade, reproductive rights. I mean, that was basically their election package. Okay, that's the package of ideas that they had for the election. Did not work. And anytime they didn't know how to answer, the Democrats would just say, blame Trump, you know, oppose Trump. They did not have any policy ideas to run on. They did not have any issues, any ideas. They just kept blaming Trump. Now, do you remember on this channel we talked about how Kamala Harris didn't do press conference? Remember? We talked about it, right? By the way, please subscribe, my friends, if you have not done so already. Please subscribe and hit the like button. Do you think I should put on my hat? I had my hat on during the previous live stream. Do you think I should put on my hat? Let me know, my friends. If you want me to put on my hat. A viewer is asking, is this a liberal channel? Wow. Is this a liberal channel? Okay. All right. Let me answer that question through my hat. Okay. Now, the viewer who asked, is this a liberal channel? Do you know? Do you have your answer, dear viewer, if this is a liberal channel or not? Okay. You are applauding, so you're happy, right? You don't want to be watching a liberal. I mean, who's going to watch a liberal channel? Who's going to watch a liberal channel? I love it. Okay, let's see. Okay, you're saying God bless, man. What's your first name? I see your screen name is LMCA and then PO. What's your first name? So I can address you properly. Turbo is saying, sounds like you need a sign in the background, Tassif, to let new people know. Turbo, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Maybe I should have, like, I don't know, some sign here. No, it would be like a real podcast studio. Like, should I get a studio look? Maybe, like, you know, have something up there in the background that people can see right behind me that'll tell them uh, that will tell them that it is a conservative channel. Yeah, maybe I should get some kind of a sign, right? Maybe make a studio. By the way, have you seen my have you seen um, my podcast episodes? Have you seen my podcast episodes? I'm trying to clear my table here. Hold on. So when I do my podcast, I actually have my microphone on. Hold on. I want to make sure I don't drop the glass. So when I do my podcast, I usually have a different setup because I'm like sitting like this um, with my microphone. Like right now, my microphone is not in use. Okay, and that's because I am live streaming using my phone. So my phone's right there, and I've got the live stream going on my phone. But when I do my podcast episodes, that's when uh, I record the audio using my microphone. So my podcast is so the main sound is recorded using this microphone. Okay, and so when you listen to my podcast episodes in audio only version, then you are going to get a very crisp sound quality. Okay, it may not be like 100% radio quality, but it's a very nice sound quality that you'll get in the audio only version. But then what I also do is when I record my podcast episodes, I have my tablet. This is my tablet. Okay, so I have my tablet on also, and I use this, or sometimes I use my phone. I record the video, which I then put up on YouTube, okay, which I upload on YouTube. So if you watch the video version of my podcast episode, then you are going to get the regular sound quality on YouTube, okay? But then if you listen to my audio only version, which is available on Spotify and I think Amazon Music and other podcast directories, okay, you can look them up. Then you get the crisp sound quality. So this is my microphone. It's on a stand. So this takes up quite a bit of space on my desk here. And if you are familiar with like microphone brands, this one, Shure, it's a Shure SM7B. It's actually it's a pretty good quality microphone. I think it's used in TV stations and radio and all that. So it's pretty good. But I'm not a sound engineer. I don't have a lot of the technical expertise. I've learned a few things, but this microphone does a pretty good job. Okay, and I've got more equipment here that you can't actually see on camera because they are behind my phone. So I've got a focus right here. I've got a cloud lifter there. These are all things that are connected to my microphone, and then I connect it to my laptop before I record. By the way, if you have thoughts on the microphone, there are some really good microphones out there. Really, really good microphones out there. And I chose the Shure SM7B, but there are some really good brands out there. Okay. Let's see. William Miller says the Christmas MAGA hat is out now. Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's great. I gotta check it out. Freshly is asking a question. Can president run again in 2028? Okay. Very interesting question. Can the president run again in 2028? I don't know the answer. I have gotten that question. I do not. I do not know the answer. I do not know the answer to that. It would require some constitutional scholars to be able to answer that, and I sadly I don't have a law degree. I could have gotten one now that I think about it. When I was pursuing my master's degree, if I would have also pursued a law degree at the same time, actually the dual degree option was available. It would just require more time. Okay, I wouldn't be able to graduate in 2 years. It would probably require at least 3 years, okay, maybe 4, to get the master's and the JD, okay, and the law degree. So I didn't do that, but if I would have done that, maybe I would be in a much better position to answer that question freshly. Can president run again in 2028? It's an awesome question. Okay, I'm not able to answer that, but you know what? That's something that maybe I'm going to do a little bit of research on. I'm going to do a little bit of research on this to see what the different scholars have to say. Okay, obviously opinions will vary. Sassy has an opinion here. Sassy is sharing that. Sassy, always good to see you. Sherry, so great. Sherry, thank you for being here. Kushi is here. Texas Repo is here. Okay, so Sherry is asking, could Trump run as VP in 2028? Okay, interesting question. Could Trump run as VP? The question is, why would he want to run as VP, right? I mean, once you are the top public official in the country, the top elected official in the country, once you are the most important public official in the world actually, the US president is the most important public official in the world. Okay, why would you want to be VP, right? I mean, that's I guess it's too early. It's too early to talk about it, I think. And I mean, right now we're waiting for Donald Trump to be sworn into office. Okay, so we're going to wait for that first, and then we will see what happens years down the road. So I got 2 questions actually. So one question that I was asked is, can Trump run again in 2028 for president, right? And then the other question is, can Trump run as VP, as running mate? I don't know. Constitutional questions, I don't have answers. My goal, as I have always said, is to share accurate information and to share facts. And that's what I like to do. That's what I try to do. And if there's a question that I don't know the answer to, then I'm not going to try to answer that. Because then if I try to make a guess and give you a wrong answer, then, that's not good for the channel. That's not good for my reputation. That's not good for the community here, right? But you asked good questions, and I'm gonna try to figure out the answers and at least maybe do some reading and see what constitutional scholars have to say. Okay, so my friends, the Democrats, they just kept talking about abortion, 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 reproductive rights. They kept blaming Donald Trump. They did not have any policy ideas. And Kamala also did not do any press conference. She hid from the reporters. She stayed away from the reporters. She didn't do a single press conference. And that did not work out in her favor, did it? It did not work out in her favor. She lost. Kamala lost. And now the Democrats are realizing what losing means. Now the Democrats are realizing what it means to lose. They lost the Electoral College votes. Trump got well over 300 Electoral College votes. The Democrats lost. And the Democrats also lost the popular vote because Trump is the winner of the popular vote. And the Democrats also lost the majority in the Senate because the Republicans are now going to be the majority in the Senate. So, you know, big changes in Washington. And going forward, it's going to be very interesting to see, what Washington looks like in the new Congress, right? All right. So let's see. Not a lot of viewers tonight, but that's okay. I think I did a big live stream earlier today, and there were 42,000 views on that one. So not a whole lot on this one. That's okay. That's okay. I appreciate your support. I appreciate each and every person for being here, for supporting this channel. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm reading your comments. Okay. So my friends, let's talk about Chicago once again. If you watched my earlier live stream today, then you know that I talked about Chicago. In my earlier live stream, I talked about Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson and the fact that he's a complete failure as a mayor. And I talked about some things that Mayor Brandon Johnson said, which are lies. Okay. And so now let's talk about something else that's happening in Chicago. Reportedly, Mayor Brandon Johnson proposed a $300 million property tax hike. Can you believe that? Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson proposed a $300 million property tax hike. My friends, remember, the city of Chicago has spent hundreds of millions of tax dollars on the illegal immigrants. Steve is here. Hello, Steve. The city of Chicago already spent hundreds of millions of tax dollars on the illegal immigrants. And now, Mayor Brandon Johnson wants to increase property tax $300 million. But thankfully, the city council voted to reject the proposal. The city council voted to reject this proposal. In fact, the city council voted unanimously to reject Mayor Brandon Johnson's proposal. Now, let me tell you that the city of Chicago is facing a huge budget gap, budget deficit. Do you know how big the budget deficit is? Does anyone know how big the Chicago budget deficit is? Give me a number in dollars. Tell me how big the budget deficit is. Any idea, my friends? All right, I'm going to wait for you to see if anyone. Texas Repo is saying $55 million. Okay, Texas Repo, you said 55 million. I'm going to give you the exact, I'm going to give you the right number here. Turbo says, I'd say in the millions, but I wouldn't know a good number. Okay. You are going to be shocked. Texas Repo, you said $55 million. I mean, really, I mean, listen, Steve says 70 million. All right. Listen, let me give you an advice, okay? I'm going to give you the number. Steve says 70 million. Texas Repo says 50 million, 55 million. Please wear your seatbelt, okay? Because you're gonna be shocked, okay? Just hold on, okay? If you're sitting here, on a chair or wherever, just hold on tight, okay? Okay, because if you're sitting on a chair, if I tell you how big the deficit is, you may fall from your chair. So seatbelts on, get ready. One viewer said Texas Repo said 55 million. Steve said 70 million. Dennis said 200 million. It is nearly $1 billion. $1 billion. That's why I said just get your seatbelts on. Okay? Put on your seatbelts. It's crazy. And it's a city we are talking about. We're not talking about a state budget deficit. We're talking about a city. A city, not a state. A city budget deficit. Almost $1 billion. Can you believe that? Share with me your reactions. Share with me your reactions, my friends. Tell me your thoughts. It's almost $1 billion. Freshly says that's terrible. Turbo, I see your comment. I understand how shocked you are. I understand how shocked you are. Texas Repo is saying they can't survive on that. Close to $1 billion. Okay? It's 900 and something, but, they rounded up to $1 billion, okay? $1 billion. It is so crazy that, once again, this is not a state. We're not talking about the entire state of Illinois. We're talking about one city in one state, the city of Chicago, facing almost $1 billion in budget deficit. Now, what will the city do to cover this gap? What will the city do to cover this gap? I mean, they're going to have to come up with some solutions. Brandon Johnson came up with a solution, an awful solution, a ridiculous solution, a poor solution. He wanted to increase property tax by $300 million. $300 million. Can you believe that? So, $300 million. Unbelievable, right? But hold on. But the city council unanimously rejected that proposal. The city council said no. Didi is here. Hello, Didi. Vanessa is here. Vanessa is asking, are you not worried about being deported? Who's going to be deported, Vanessa? The illegal immigrants are going to be deported. I'm a U.S. citizen. What are you talking about? I got all these comments. I don't know what to say. So interesting comments, right? Vanessa. Sassy is saying they're going to go bankrupt. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen in Chicago. Vanessa, I'm a US citizen. Only illegal immigrants are going to be worried about being deported. Okay? I'm a naturalized US citizen. I'm an American citizen. Okay. So going back to Chicago, uh, the city is facing close to $1 billion deficit. Close to $1 billion. The city is going to get bankrupt because of bad policies, because of poor governance, because of left-wing policies. The city of Chicago is probably going to go bankrupt. Misty is here. Hello, Misty. Good to see you again. By the way, my friends, this live stream is likely going to be a shorter live stream than the one I did before. I completed that live stream, and then I wasn't sure if I would be doing another live stream. But then I saw these pieces of news, and I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna do another one and share these updates. I don't know what the city of Chicago is going to do. They are going to have to come up with some solution to this close to $1 billion deficit. Close to $1 billion. What are they going to do? How are they going to fill this void? I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no idea what Chicago is going to do. The people of Chicago should start voting for Republicans. That's a solution. That's not a solution that's going to lead to a solution, because when conservative leaders, if they win elections in Chicago, if conservative leaders get the opportunity to lead Chicago, they're going to take Chicago in the right direction. Okay, they're going to find the solutions to all these problems, and Chicago will have a brighter future. Okay. All right, my friends. Please like this video if you have not done so already. Hit the subscribe button, my friends, if you have not done so already. So, my friends, I don't know how Chicago is going to solve this problem. Politicians, Chicago politicians, they always come up with the idea of raising taxes, get more money out of people's pockets, increase the fees, user fees, so on and so forth. But that's not a solution, okay? And we have seen how Chicago wasted money by giving hundreds of millions of dollars worth of benefits to the illegal immigrants. And now Chicago is stuck in this deficit. $1 billion budget deficit. How are they going to solve this? I have no idea, but I'm going to be following this news. So if I learn more, I'll share with you, my friends. But you know what? Chicago right now is being run by left-wing politicians, and that's why Chicago is in such poor financial condition. Okay? So my friends, that's pretty much all I have. As I said, this live stream is not going to be a very long one. But I did not want to wait until tomorrow to share these updates with you. So thank you so very much for being here. Oh, okay. Yes, the Madison Square Garden UFC event that's taking place. Right. Yeah. I saw that earlier today. Bob says you should watch. That's what I might do. Maybe I'll watch it. All right. So my friends, thank you so very much for being here. I just had these few pieces of information that I wanted to share with you, and I did. So please stay connected, okay? I will be coming back with more live streams and more podcast episodes. And so I appreciate all your support. I appreciate your support, okay? So my friends, thank you so very much. President Donald J. Trump, president-elect, he's soon going to be the 47th president, and I'm looking forward to that, my friends. So Let's be hopeful. Let's be optimistic. We are winning. We're going to be winning more in the near future. Okay? Looking forward to January 2025 when Trump will be sworn into office as the 47th president. But between now and then, we will be discussing a lot more. We will be having a lot of conversations about issues, social and political issues, both domestic and international, and going beyond. We will continue with these live streams. My friends, help this community grow. Help us let's get to 10,000 subscribers, and then to 20,000, and then to 50,000 and beyond. Let's keep growing, my friends. So please support this channel. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you so very much. My friends, may God bless you all. May God bless our leader, President-elect Donald J. Trump. May God bless the United States of America. Thank you so very much. I will be back soon. Stay connected, and I'll be back with another live stream. Have a wonderful night, my friends. Thank you so very much. Good night.